Hello, children. So, you all are waiting for my story. Today, I'm going to tell you one real story that is all about Gandhiji. You all know Gandhiji? Yes, he is called as the father of nation. Where you have seen all Gandhiji's photo in the office room, and every day you are seeing in the currencies, that is in the rupees and this thing, you are seeing the Gandhiji's photo. He is called father of nation and he wears always dhoti. His spectacles are very special. Spectacles means what? चश्मा. आप लोग गांधी जी को देखा है? किस में देखा है? रुपीस में. और उसे क्या कहते हैं? बापू. उसे क्या कहते हैं? बापू. He is called as father of nation. Today I am going to tell one incident of गांधी जी. इंसिडेंट बोलेगा तो क्या है? वो कैसे करते थे, वो क्या करते थे, हाउ ही वॉज, उसके बारे में छोटा सा आपको स्टोरी जैसे बताएंगे. और वो कौन सा सब्जेक्ट्स में? वो है मॉरल वैल्यूज में. ठीक है बच्चों? ओके. अभी आपको गांधी जी को आपके माइंड में लेके आना है. जब भी स्टोरी बोलते हैं यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ दैट कैरेक्टर, then only you can enjoy the stories or whatever saying. So instead of just listening, just close your eyes and bring in front of you Gandhi ji. गांधी जी को आप याद करो. और उसका गांधी जी के सबसे पहले कौन सा गाना रहता है? रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम. Isn't it? This is his famous song. After this, I will show you one song also of Gandhiji, how he was, how fast he was, everything. Okay. By then, you have to listen his incident. That is in the moral values lesson number 6. That is Gandhiji. Once he was traveling in the train. He want to board train. He want to catch train. You have seen our local in the Mumbai cities. It goes very fast. It hardly stands for 1 minute. इतना रश में हम लोग को चढ़ना चाहिए. तो वैसे ही गांधी जी ट्रेन में जा रहे थे, जाने वाले थे. जैसे स्टेशन में आया वो गाड़ी चढ़ने के लिए वो गए. चढ़ते चढ़ते उसका एक चप्पल तो गिर गया. One chappal fell down and the train started moving. Soon what he did, he took up the next chappal also and he threw on the track. What did happen? And the other person who was traveling in the train told, what a foolish man, why you threw the next chappal? Gandhiji smiled and said, what is the use of one chappal for me? If I throw that, anybody can use it. If one finds the one chappal, he will also find the second one so that he can use. It's no use for me with one chappal and no use for the person who gets the one chappal. So instead, if anyway I cannot use it, so let other person use it. So this was the message given by Gandhiji. The same way, one day, one poor boy came to in front of him. He told that, Bapuji, why you are wearing this type of clothes? Why don't you wear kurta? You will be looking smart. Why don't you use a kurta? Gandhiji smiled and said, I don't have kurta. The boy smiled and said, don't worry, I will give you. My mother stitches kurta. I will stitch one for you. He said, one is not possible for me. So the small boy asked, how much you want? Gandhiji said, I want 1 million kurtas. The boy was surprised and asked, why? Gandhiji said, all my poor brothers and sisters don't have clothes, they don't have kurta. I want to give them for all. They are not wearing kurta, so how can I wear? They are my brothers and sisters. So if you can afford for me to give 1 million kurtas, I am ready to take. Then he understood, the boy understood, all his countrymen is brothers and sisters. यानी कि उसको एक कुर्ता नहीं पूरेगा. वो बोला मुझे सबको देना है, जितने पुअर लोग हैं उनको सबको मुझे कुर्ता बांटना है, और उतने तो मेरे पास है नहीं है. जब हमारे भाई और बहन कुर्ता नहीं पहन सकते तो मैं क्यों पहनूं? इस तरह उन्होंने हंस के बताया. What is this thing? You have to love your countrymen. This is the message given by Gandhiji. He said he always struggled for the freedom. Struggle. He was a very good preacher. He was strongly this thing of non-violence. उनको झगड़ा करना पसंद नहीं है, एकदम शांति से वो काम करते थे. He loved taking the peace. He don't want to fight. He want to make others understand by the words, by the actions, not by fighting. So this was the small incident of Gandhiji. There are many incidents of Gandhiji where you can learn in future. Children, if you like to read the stories of Gandhiji, ask your parents to get the storybooks of Gandhiji. He loves countrymen. He always worked for the country. Children, you understood this lesson? The same way you should also love your brothers and sisters. If something is not useful for you, you can share the same thing to the others. Why to waste? There are so many poor people who really need it. So instead of wasting those things, you can give to the poor people. At least you will be blessed. Okay, now children, you have to read this lesson with me. Lesson number 6, Gandhiji. Once when Gandhiji was trying to board a train, one of his chappal slipped off and fell on the track. The train started moving and he was unable to pick it up. Gandhiji quickly took off the other chappal and threw it on the track, close to the first one. People were surprised. Some thought he was being foolish. One of them asked, why did you do that? Gandhiji smiled and replied, the poor man who finds them on the track will have a pair he can use it. Gandhiji led a simple life. He wore only a layon cloth, which he made by himself. That is, he used to do his charka. He used to make his own cloth, that is khadi cloth. And he want to use Swadeshi goods, that is his own country's goods. He want to help the farmers who was producing cotton. So he always appreciated the farmers who produce cotton, and he asked the other people also to use the khadi things. One day, a small boy visited Gandhiji in the ashram. He said, Bapuji, don't you feel cold? Why don't you wear a kurta? Gandhiji smiled and said, I'm too poor. I cannot buy kurta. The boy thought for a while and said, My mother can stitch a kurta for you. How many kurtas can she stitch? The boy asked, How much do you want? The Gandhiji smiled and said, I need over 100 million. The boy was puzzled. He asked, Why you need so many kurtas? You see, I have over 1 million brothers and sisters. If they don't have a kurta each, how can alone wear a kurta? The boy understood that Gandhiji loved his countrymen as his own family. What do you learn from this lesson? Universal love and brotherhood. That means you should have your brotherhood feelings. You should help all the people as, and you have to see that all your people are your family members. Okay, children, you read this lesson and you have to complete the notes, whatever is given in the textbook. The first lesson, that is page number 27 and page number 28. This is your homework for you. Okay, children? And I'll be back again with a new story in the next time. Okay, children, take care and be safe.